Welcome back to BaldHeaded Metal, guys. My name is Joseph. Today I am doing a reaction again to DAGOBA with their new other song, The Last Crossing, another official video. And the reason I'm coming back to this band, if you saw my last reaction where I wasn't very impressed, apparently to you guys, what you guys told me from the comments is that the musicians themselves weren't very thrilled with that song that I've heard, and that there's a better representation of who they are. I thought, let's give it a second chance. I mean, Dagobah, reference to Star Wars. I have to give him a second chance. Perhaps maybe I was too harsh on the first time. And we'll see, maybe this changes how I feel about this band. Coming in with an open mind. Like I said, I wasn't blown away the first time. And let's see what happens. Because there's been bands where they started where their beginning work wasn't really for me. And later on became something absolutely amazing. It's been something where I'd like them in the beginning, don't like it later. Our feelings towards bands change all the time. So I think, like, you know what? Let's go with it. I'm in a good mood. Let's see what we got. Let's go into it. Boom. Their music video was really good, though. That cyberpunk feel. And it looks like it's going to be the same theme here. Cyberpunk. Okay. Yeah, this is better so far. It's like loads better from the beginning. I like that kind of heavier, chunkier riff and the vocals. The music video is not as distracting. So far, I like what I'm hearing. They do have this kind of a poppy, not poppy feel. I mean, it's kind of, they have this commercial feel to them that, like they want to portray this coolness about themselves. Not necessarily a bad thing. It's just kind of something I've noticed. The music so far, it's catchy. It's definitely catchy and kind of fun. And for some reason, in some ways, the guy reminds me of the lead singer from Orbit Culture. But the only thing this band lacks me is a raw element, that this kind of unrefined rawness or aggression that I really tend to enjoy from melodic death metal and death metal music. And it could be, doesn't necessarily mean it's louder. Like Bellacore to me had that certain rawness to the music that a studio head hasn't touched yet, you know? I said this about a band I discovered this week, as Fix. Same thing, that a studio head just hasn't touched that particular band, and they have this rawness to them that is what we like about metal in the first place. But this song is like 10 times better. See, like this transition here when they go into the chorus and him singing. By the way, he has a nice voice, actually. I like it. Yeah, that it has that just that poppy commercial feel to it that it just turns me off. It's just not up my alley. I can see somebody liking it though. I totally see this being an enjoyable band for people. I prefer something that's like Bolt or Nile, that's just going for the jugular, absolutely ripping you apart. Heavy Grisun is another Brazilian death metal band. I just like that sound, and this has a certain touch to it. And I gotta say though, it must be an interesting time for bands, because from what you guys told me, where they heard the feedback from fans and they wrote songs that were, you know, better. Is this feedback loop that bands to get from their fans now directly from comments? Must be a blessing and the cursing at the same time, a blessing and a curse. Because you can really refine your music based on your fans' feedback, but also you're getting fans' feedback, which always not it's not always a good thing. I believe in music and in movies especially, you shouldn't listen to fans many times. I think you should first and foremost create the movie that you want to create and hope that people like what you create. And I think that same thing should be with music. But anytime I've listened to bands that try to cater to their fans, it almost always goes for the worst. For my personal taste, like when it happened to Megadeth or when it happened to Metallica, it just doesn't go. Slayer, they tried something different, it didn't work. They try to go back to it with Death Magnetic, and for Metallica's case, it just doesn't work. I feel like first and foremost, you have to double down on who you are and what you want to do and how you've changed as a musician or an artist, and go with the flow. And if your fans are along for the ride with it, then they're along for the ride. I don't think you should cater to fans. It's happening in video games, which is more useful because there's balance issues and things like that. But for music, where this thing that comes from the inside and just needs to be released, and I don't know if it works. I don't know. I'm just talking kind of out of my ass here, left and right, seeing how I'm assuming some things here. I don't know if it's the case with this band, but just a thought I had in my head. It seems like that steampunk, cyberpunk thematic stays in their music videos, so perhaps it's in the lyrics as well. Yeah, this is a fun song. It does give me like vibes of 2000s with Soilwork and I'm trying to think of the other bands in that era. Disturbed. It gives me some of those vibes a little bit, and especially if you like those era bands, I feel like you would just absolutely, In Flames, you would absolutely love this band. That main riff I really like. It has a nice kind of a chunky feel to it. Yeah, this is a much better song, fun song. If it's like plays on the radio, for example, I'll be listening to it. I wouldn't like skip past it, but I won't be seeking this band out. I'll put it this way. And it's probably going to be the last reaction, or at least for a little bit, I do for Dagobah, because I feel like I would like to hear more from the band, maybe a second album, and see how they progress. Because this current sound I've heard at the very least a dozen times. You know, it's been done before to death, and it's not particularly done in right now in the way that I would want to hear. I've heard bands, you know, certain sound that's been done many times, but I just like the way this particular band does it. It's not the case with these guys. And I'm going to leave it there. I want to leave on a positive note, despite all my criticisms I might have said to this band. You know what? I wish them the best of luck. Let their fan base grow, let their career grow, because it's the best feeling in the world to be able to do what you love. And I wish the best for them. Despite me not liking it, I'm sure there's hundreds and thousands of people that absolutely love them, and more power to them. Okay? And in that case, guys, also make sure you enjoy the rest of your week and you stay safe. You meet the new year in a positive way, and only good things happen to you in the next year, guys. It's just a Russian person in me we can't do without toast. You guys take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Keep it metal.